When I have sex with big dick, especially girthy dick, that will give me thrush or even a UTI.
We're going to be talking about thrush and BV, bacterial vaginosis,
And
something that we both know quite a lot about.
I was just gonna say, and thrush being thrush, but both of them are bacteria, vaginal bacteria that can also be on your dick too. So any
true.
dick owners out there, please be watching this video because it's really important. Also, if you're fucking a vagina, it's also really good to know this information.
Really good. I feel like this is why vaginas get that bad rep of being stinky. Like, oh my god, smells like fish.
Yeah.
It's because something ain't right and they've got BV and it's not okay. And that's actually like more common than you would think.
Yeah, because not many people talk about it. Like, I feel like we're the only two people that talk about it this openly, where we're like, I get thrush, I get chronic thrush regularly, I get chronic BV, and like, it's okay because that is part of being human. It's like, you know, when you get stanky BO sometimes, it's like that but for your vag.
I've been so annoyed at my vagina this year because I've never had like issues with it really. Like in the past, it is never like, it's always been fresh, it's always been like
Steel vagine.
Yeah, it's been cool. But then this year, it's like, no, your pH is going to be upset by every single thing that you do to it. Yeah, I've been dealing with chronic BV this year.
See, I'm the other way around. I feel like my vagina's okay, and back when I was like, in my teens, it was chronic thrush all the time.
Yeah.
So it does totally depend on like where you're at in life, what you're doing, who you're fucking, how healthy you are. I think plays a huge part in like vaginal health.
Definitely. And also like stress is a big manipulator when it comes to these things. So it's actually no fucking what's the word? It's no fucking surprise that this year our vaginas are playing up, because this has probably been one of the most stressful years that any of us have ever had.
Yeah, stress.
And our vaginas like to be a little like signal, like an alarm signal. It's like, hey girl, hey, let's look at what's going on in your life and let's sort something out, okay? Whether that be your diet, your mood, your stress, or your sexual partner.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what you said about how, what was it? Your vagina is like the opening or like the center of your body. So if your vagina's unhappy, then it's probably like your body and mind is unhappy too. Which makes perfect sense. Like I like back when I was getting chronic thrush, and I get thrush after every sexual experience I have, whether it's like a minor bit of thrush that goes in a day or like bad thrush where I actually need to use a pessary.
Oh, that's so fucking annoying as well.
Yeah, but like BV too, like it's and it doesn't mean to say that we are unclean. BV and thrush is a little bit of bacteria that, generally speaking, our vagina can clear up, get rid of, kill, excrete out with our discharge. So thank you very much, discharge, for saving me on multiple occasions. But when you're not feeling up to it, when you're feeling run down, your vagina can't fight that bacteria off, and it ends up multiplying and therefore creating symptoms like a bad smell or funny kind of discharge. So what is the difference between BV and thrush?
BV is when your pH balance is upset down there and creates a bad odor. It smells bad, discharge is a little bit funky. Mainly, it's the smell.
While on the other hand, thrush has no odor, but you do get itching and you get almost like a thicker, clotted discharge. Sometimes it can smell. It's not completely odorless, but it's not smelly. And also you can get like some red swelling down there as well. Like I get red swelling, especially if I get thrush in my clitoris or if I get thrush like internally, and a lot of itching. I mean, the itching is unbearable. That's when you know it's thrush.
Whereas there is absolutely no itching or soreness when it comes to BV. It literally is just a smell, and it is a smell that you will notice.
Sometimes
you will notice it.
Yeah, like when I've had BV, like you can smell it just sitting here. You're like, fuck. And it does smell really like unpleasant. Yeah, like sometimes you can get a kind of clear liquidy discharge as well.
Yeah, I mean with me it's been like a mixture of like a white creamy discharge and just like more discharge than usual.
Yeah, I mean just vaginas, they just play up.
Yeah.
They just fuck
They
around
fucking
sometimes.
suck sometimes.
Yeah, they really do.
They are such a cock block. Like, I swear, whenever I'm like, I want to have the most amazing sex, it's like, no, sorry, you're gonna like really smell today, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, and it's like, again, the stress of it, like, it's probably making it worse. Like, sometimes when I've had thrush so badly, like my whole lips have swelled up because I've been told that if it's untreated, then it's literally the bacteria like damaging your skin.
Ooh,
and that's not what you want. Luckily, treatments for BV and thrush are so easy to come by now. Like, you don't even have to go to your doctor. You can literally go to like your chemist, your pharmacist.
Yeah.
You can even order them online. Like, they're not over the counter. You don't have to go and actually grab them. Half the time they're just like on the shelf, and you can buy them online, so you don't even have to go anywhere.
Yeah, I've been using like little gel things where you squeeze the gel up into your vagina. The one that's worked for me most is the Canabalance one, which is like the same like Caniston do like thrush medicine, but their one for BV is the one that's worked for me best.
Yeah, so it's different for different people. Remember, our vaginas are completely different. So like what might set somebody off to get thrush or BV might set somebody else off to get thrush or BV. What gave me BV was using a soap that like an argan oil soap that I bought in Morocco, and I wasn't washing my vagina with it because that's a no-go anyway. I was shaving the area around it. So I was like obviously shaving my pubes with it because I love using soap to shave my pubes, but obviously even just shaving and it like, you know, the water running down me caused BV. And so while I was getting chronic BV, when I didn't even realize it was my soap, was they're called Balance Active pessaries, and they're kind of like these little waxy pessaries that you shove up there for 7 days, and then they melt when you do that while you sleep, and they melt, and that would get rid of my BV. But of course, if your BV is still bad, then you do need to go to the doctor.
Thing is with me, like my BV clears up when I use any of those medicines for like 7 days, sometimes even sooner than 7 days. But then, like, for me, it just sort of comes back, like, quite easily. I have been on antibiotics this year for it as well, which cleared it up completely. Yeah. But then, like, I don't know, like, a month down the line, someone fingered me, and I got fucking BV again. It's been coming back. Yeah. Bitch has been coming back. So I'm, like, trying to figure out what other things in my life I can change. So I've started taking these special, like, what they call, like, probiotic supplements that you can take every single day, so that like I have like good bacteria going into my body, which is good bacteria for your vaginal health. And then I've also like trying to be like notice the triggers. So I drank a lot of wine last weekend and BV came back, so I'm like okay, wine is very high in sugar, so it's just like trying to figure it out. And also like having a hangover and being drunk, like your immune system does fuck up. It goes like it goes down, which will then make things easier for BV to happen again. Also wearing tight things like leggings and stuff. I noticed that sometimes my BV would come back if I'm wearing like tight leggings all day. So I'm trying to wear like loose things around the house, and also from last night I've decided that I'm not gonna wear any underwear to bed. So I'm just gonna like let the vagina breathe.
Let it breathe, baby. Yeah, it's exactly the same for thrush. Like sugar does feed bacteria and infection, and of course, like when your immune system's down, you can't fight it off as easily. Having like cotton clothes, breathable clothes, so breathable knickers if you have to wear them. Especially because like when I've got thrush or BV, I want to wear knickers because I don't want the discharge to get everywhere. So just making sure that you are, and also washing with water, nothing else, like not putting anything else up there apart from medication. But funnily enough, with thrush, sometimes I get thrush if I need antibiotics for something else, like tonsillitis, which is what I got a lot. It would give me thrush because antibiotics would kill all the bacteria, good and bad, and then that would set up thrush. As well as I noticed thrush can be passed to and from your sexual partner. So you might get rid of your thrush, have sex with your partner without a condom. They could be absolutely symptomless, not realize, and then when you have sex again, you get it back after all the treatment and stuff. So just making sure that if you do have thrush and you are sexually active with a partner without using protection, that you're giving them the medication as well. And they should be all fucking for it, taking it. I mean, we sympathize with you. If you're watching this video and you've been suffering from thrush or BV, we sympathize. It's something that you fucking just have to, it's trial or error, a lot of it. I don't know whether or not this is just me or whether whether or not it's people in general, but when I have sex with big dick, especially girthy dick, that will give me thrush or even a UTI.
Wow, yeah.
And that always sets me off. I don't know why. Or it's different, it's different types of people, especially if the genitals aren't necessarily completely clean, because they might have thrush and not know it. Like, I'm not shitting on them for it. Like, I have thrush sometimes and not know it. Once I went to the STI clinic to have like a full STI checkup, and they're like, oh, you're fine, you've got a little bit of thrush, but you're fine. I was like, I didn't even know I had thrush. Sometimes it's just like mad. Sometimes it's just there and you just don't even notice. You've got no symptoms. So it's just like keeping an eye on your genitalia, guys and gals.
I think it's all about communication as well, and like these, like, I'm normalizing these things, because these are things that affect so many people, and there's a lot of like shame around it. I think, like, when you go and have sex with someone, you're like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I've got this thing, blah blah blah. But like, more often than not, your partner isn't gonna care.
Yeah, and
like,
if they do
I had
care,
a partner. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there. Get rid.
Exactly. It's part of being a human. It's part of having a body, and these things happen, and especially when we're all fucking stressed.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely say, like, just if you are seeing anyone sexual, try not to have sex while you have thrush or BV, because it can make it worse. But just act cool about it, just be like, oh yeah, sorry, I got thrush at the moment, but we can do other stuff. How about, like, I go down on you? And it's exactly the same with BV. Just be cool about it, and hopefully you can have a laugh about it. That's the best thing. Humor.
Own it. Exactly, making everything funny, because it's fucking funny. Like, having a smelly vagina is funny.
It's fucking funny. Or having like their cottage cheese discharging your nipples.
So lovely.
Yeah.
So lovely.
We hope this video has been useful and made you feel a little bit better about what's going down below, baby, or at least help you understand, because like we feel you, we're with you. We don't feel necessarily attractive when this is happening, but it doesn't mean that you're a unhealthy, unfit, like disgusting person. It's just part of what our body does.
So if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, please. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and leave a comment down below with your tips on how to handle thrush and BB.
And exciting stuff. We have some t-shirts, some actual merch coming out soon. So make sure you see when we launch on our Instagram. Follow our Instagram. Make sure you've put the notifications on so that you can see when we launch our t-shirts, our new t-shirts. How exciting! We even have maybe a secret possible Christmas tea coming. It's gonna be naughty, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. And like we would love to see you wearing our tees. That would be so cool.
Yeah. Remember to follow us on Instagram at ComeCurious, at ReadAmberX, and at Florence Bark.
As well as check out our podcast, Fucks Given, on all podcast platforms. And we have a Patreon where you can pledge and get extra special content from Florence and I talking about all of our sexual endeavours, as well as extra special content from our guests. We have this little fun quick fire round called the Quickie.
Little Quickie?
Yeah, little Quickie. So if you are a true fan, then get yourself on there and check it out. We would love you forever.
And you will see us very, very soon.
Yes.
Bye, curious fuckers.
Not even next week. I keep saying next week. It's like in a few
I know,
days,
I like
baby. Next week. Bye.
Bye.